Release mouth. Okay, let's stretch. And reverse. All the way around, the biggest circles you can make. Reaching as far up to the ceiling, all the way down to the mat, all the way out to the sides. Okay, hang down, keep the backs of your legs straight, please. Up as high as you can, and stretch back. And down. And back. Exhale. And down. Inhale, exhale. You got to really breathe. Figure out what breath makes sense to you, of course. All right, feet together, please. Rotate the knees. And back and forth. And now to the side. Keep your front leg straight. Switch. Stretch the calf. The inside of the leg. Keep your foot flat and your leg straight. Turn into a lunge. Keep your front knee up. Try to get your elbow down. Balance on the heel. Lean into it. And switch. Inside. Lunge. And balance on the heel. And splits. Take your time here and just hang out. Don't sit down yet. Lower yourself if you can. And then reach and lower yourself down. Don't flop down, please. Try to sit up straight. Lean to the side. Come over the top. Reach for the toes. Slowly turn your body and try to get your head down to your knee. Switch. And down the middle. Okay, feet together. Exhale as you go down. And up and down. Let the feet slide out. Elbows down. And up and down. Excellent. All right. One leg on top. Stretching the toes. Sit up straight. Try to keep this toe pointing up. Don't let it do this. Rotating. Foot massage. Tapping with the knuckles. Rotate the ankle. And shake it out. Switch. Rotate. Foot massage. Rotate the ankle. And shake it out. All right. Make sure you have plenty of room behind you and in front of you. When you start to do your rock and roll, you may not be on a soft mat, okay? You may be just on carpet or whatever. And when you're on a harder surface, you really have to use your core muscles, your stomach muscles, abdominals, to keep your body round as you can. Because all the little points and ridges and bumps that stick out are all going to, cause pain as you roll. So the more curved you can stay, the better. All right? So you begin with one leg sticking out, right? And your hands are like this. Your chin's tucked to your chest. Your knees are going to be bent. And once you rock back and your feet are up in the air, you switch the ankles. You come back down, come back up, switch across each time. Okay, here we go. And up to the knee with no hands on the mat, and back down. Coming up to the knee each time. Use the momentum of your body. And all the way up. Okay? So the sit ball from standing is as simple as rewinding the tape here. Go down to your knee, foot is flat, sit down, crisscross applesauce, rock and roll, switch, and come up the same way. The foot is flat, sticks out the side. Don't let it be behind you, and don't let it do this. Okay? Watch it from behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can push up that way. Okay, so I want you guys to keep going, please. Sit balls all the way up and all the way down. Breathe each time. Try to stay aware of that, the breath. Keep going, all the way up, all the way down. I want to remind you, while you're doing that, just listen to the sound of my voice. Your breath is one of the most significant things that you can control in your whole existence, your life. It's not just something that you can control in school. It's not something you can just control at home or with your friends. Your breath is something that you can always have more awareness of and do more mindfully, okay? From the belly. Remember this. All right, so just stand up, please, for a moment. And hands on the belly so that you know where you're breathing, okay? When you breathe in, I want you to push out on your hands with your belly. Get a big Buddha belly when you breathe in. And then when you breathe out, just push the belly in with your stomach muscles, not with your hands. Inhale, feel it push out. Exhale, feel it go in. Breathing with your belly. Try to control it so that it goes in 3 counts. Hold it for a second or 2, and 3 counts out.
Goodbye.
Remember that the breath, breathing is one of the most fundamental and basic things that you must do in order to keep your cool and think clearly in an emergency, okay? It's very, very important. The more scared and freaked out you feel yourself getting, the more you have to start breathing deeply. And I don't care how weird it makes you look. Okay, maybe if people see you doing that, they'll be like, oh, that kid takes martial arts, that's a good idea, we should do that. Okay. All right, so Let's begin with Taijutsu, please. Make sure you're standing on a line. Stand up straight, be as big as you are. Okay, that means don't shrink. Stand up straight, shoulders back. Okay, chest up. Not strutting, right? But also not collapse in your feet. Just stand up. Tighten your stomach muscles a little bit. Put your chest up a little bit. Shoulders in your back pockets. Your shoulder blades in your back pockets. And now we offer your wrist here for Taijutsu. When we were in Minnesota last year, Lasse Sensei from Sweden, he said, "Why would you stick your fingers out like that? Someone's just going to grab your fingers, break them." So offer the wrist, actually. Offer the wrist. Okay? And then your hand is already starting to point in the direction that it needs to go. Okay? So you can turn. Offer the wrist. Move your body towards it. Point your fingers behind you. Turn. Offer the wrist. Step off the line. Move your body towards it. Point your fingers behind. Turn 180. Offer the wrist. Move your body towards. Turn. Offer the wrist. Move your body towards the issue. Turn. Offer the wrist. Breathe in. Bend your knees. Step off the line. Exhale. Okay. I was looking at my notes. I was planning on showing you guys that the other day. Actually, I see my journal right here. Just so you can see the notes that I took on that day. Let's see if you guys can see this. I can hardly see myself, so let's see. Taijutsu, see it says right here, point wrist at uke, not fingers. See my little stick figure guy? Don't be afraid. I'll show you what I mean there. Okay. Like stay leaning towards the person a little bit. Fire hose fingers. Okay. Remember I always say like energy coming out of your fingers. Watch the shoulders. Look at where the uke is going, not at the uke. Okay. Taijutsu, your arm curves like this. See, here's some of my drawings here about the Joe. Questions I have, Hanmi with Joe. Okay. 5 basic morote. 50,000 Taijutsu. Lasse Sensei said he thought he had done. And then he says he thinks he threw away 40,000 of them from not paying attention. So I wanted you guys to see that. And so what I'm saying is, you know, you're standing with your knees bent, right? And you're ready for this to happen. You extend, you create the condition. You tell a person, it's like using Jedi mind trick. You will grab my wrist now, okay? Instead of like, hey, you want to grab my fingers? You will grab my wrist now, okay? Also, make sure you're not like, you grab my wrist now. At the same time, you don't want to be like, grab my wrist, okay? But you want to have a centered and also assertive stance. That day in Minnesota, Lasse Sensei said, you should offer your hand like you're walking forward to shake hands with someone. Okay. All right, that's Taijutsu. So I am going to step forward and grab with my right hand. So I want you to stand with your left hand forward. Your left hand forward. Left side Hanmi. Okay? I'm going to step forward and grab. And right at the minute that I stop, you should do your Taijutsu. This is Kino Nagai. Okay? Taijutsu, Kino Nagai. Okay? Good. And return. Switch. Right hand forward. I'm grabbing left. Right. Turn. Okay, you should be moving right at the moment that I'm stopping my grab. Left side forward, please. Right. Right side forward. Right. Okay. Kino nagare. The nagare is like flowing, so you have to really move. You're anticipating the movement of your attacker, but you're ready, but you're not leading the person too much. Okay, because they won't want to play along with that game. Okay, so now we're going to do morote. Okay, thumb down, left foot forward, left arm forward, thumb down. This is, I'm grabbing you with two hands. Okay, two hands on your forearm, and I'm locking your elbow so you can't push it towards me. So instead of being able to push my elbow towards you, I have to make my elbow go this way. Not this way, not this way, but this way. Okay, so step off the line, drop your elbows, the ball, you're holding it, turn, look behind you, raise, feet together, step back, and turn without looking. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I turn my hips all the way to create that turn. Left side forward. 1, drop your elbows. Bend your knees, get deep here, okay? So I'm starting left side hami. I go left hami into right hami. I'm still in right hami. Right hami, right hami. And turn. Okay, watch on this side. Right hami to left hami. A lot of you guys struggle with this. Right hami, off the line, left hami. So, offer the arm, right hami, drop the elbow, off the line, turn, left hami. Feet together, foot slides back. So essentially, you're still in the same side hami, left hami, with a deep, deep stance. And turn. Morote dori. Right, morote dori koku hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right side, thumb down, grabbing thumb down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm grabbing you and you get off the line and drop your elbow, what's going to happen is my body's going to be turning like this. Okay? And when I turn my center and keep this in front of me like this, okay, what happens to me is, first I do this, then I do this, okay? Because you're turning the shape of your elbow and keeping it in front of you, if I'm really committed, I'm forced to hang on like this, boom. I have to step forward. And then guess where your elbow is? Right under my chin. So when you raise and you do this movement, you got my chin, and then all you have to do is step back to take my balance. That's why this movement is so important. Drop your elbow, keep your center here. This is kokyu, okay? Hold the ball, right? Kokyu. Right in front of your center. Raising the sword, turn, cutting, or here. Okay? So, Tai no Henko and Morote Dori, Kokyu Ho. Tai no Henko is Tai's body, and Henko is change. So it's a changing body. And Tai no Henko Kino Nagare, flowing like water in motion, body change. And then Morote Dori, two-handed grab on the forearm. Dori is grab. Kokyu Ho, breath throw. Okay? All right. Everybody's favorite. Omote and Urawaza review. Shomen Uchi. Shomen Uchi. Ikkyo. Omote waza. Bump. Inside knee goes down. pin, head up on a swivel, pivot away from the wrist, stand up, keeping your eye on the person. Okay, left side. Left arm up. This one's grabbing the wrist. This one gets the elbow. 1, 2, right in front of the belly button. Elbow in front of the belly button. 3, bump into the rib cage. 4, settle. Inside knee down first. Second knee, pushing on the elbow and the wrist. Keeping your heads up. Toes are curled under you. Okay, right side forward again. Right arm up. So your right arm's this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pivot away from the wrist. Keep an eye on your partner. Stand up. Keep that awareness. Left side forward. Shomen uchi ikkyo. Omote waza. Across in front. Bump into the rib cage. Inside knee down. Arm down. Pin on the elbow and the wrist. Now, when I bump this person down, you've heard me say this a lot before. Hopefully you remember it. As I'm bumping him down, he or she, the bad guy, goes down to the floor first. They go first. I'm putting them there. Then I lower myself down gently and precisely, because this is a hard service, okay? If you pound your knees down into the concrete trying to pin somebody, and then you're immobilized or injured, that's not helping you. So make sure that your uke goes down first. You place them there assertively, okay? So omotewaza goes across in front. The front foot moves. The back foot slides. You stay here all the way till the arm is in front of you and your arms are straight. Never like this, straight. Then step and up. All right, now, urawaza. Okay, right side forward. Urawaza, turning, stepping with the back foot, toe to toe. And at the same time your toe touches that person's toe, your hand is grabbing their elbow. And it's pushing that elbow up into their face. Okay, and then you quickly turn your hips. It's not this, okay? You're not pushing down their arm. My hips are turning, and this rotation starts all the way here and goes all the way around. That's why that's strong, okay? Elbow, toe to toe. Turn the hips, turn the hips, turn the hips. See how my arms stay right with my hips? Okay? Once they're down here, they're going to lose their balance, and then you can go all the way down. Inside knee. Pin the same way, toes curled under. Keeping your body weight on their arm, pivot away from the wrist. Okay? Left side forward. Right foot, right arm, toe, and elbow. Boom. Turn the hips, turn the hips, turn the hips. They start to lose their balance. Bring them all the way around. Inside knee down into the armpit. Pin the elbow. Elbow and wrist. Okay, let's see. Right side forward. Okay, so left hand, left toe, elbow and toe. Elbow and toe. Grab. Hips, 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 hips. Okay, watch. Not this and not this, but unified. And then around. Inside knee down with the armpit, arm down. Pin the elbow and the wrist. Keeping the head up. Left foot forward. Grab right hand, right foot, toe and elbow. This is the wrist up here. Wrist, elbow, toe. Turn the hips, pivot, down. So, omotewaza and urawaza. Or orange belt. You gotta know them. Yellow belt, not a big deal. Okay. Moving on, please. Next, ski. Ski. Ski is the thrust, okay? A ski could be a thrust like this, okay? My body sideways, thrusting with the sword, and our very common ski command, okay? Ushiroski, thrusting. Now, the technical term for what we are doing is muned ski, okay? You're punching at muned, the center here, the chest. So, you're stepping forward, the attacker steps forward and punches right to here. So, let's say you're the attacker and you're punching with your right side. So when you punch, you're punching like this, right? You're punching like this. Your foot and your punch move together. That's the attack. So I'm standing in Hami. If you're punching with your right hand, I've got my left foot forward. So all I have to do is get out of the way. I step off the line, keep my body sideways, off the way, out of the way. My front hand plops down on top of his hand, her hand. Make a hand sandwich. Take a big step to take your balance and twist the wrist. Hang on to it. Okay. Get off the line. There's the punch. Grab it. Big step. Take the balance. They fall down. Hold on to it. Okay. Move your body. Step into it. And then, if you're a little bit more advanced, you're holding on to that kurigaishi the whole time. Okay. And as they fall down, you grab that elbow and rotate it around, okay, which brings them onto their belly for a pin. But you guys who are getting ready for orange belt, all you got to do is get off the line, grab a hand on top, make a hand sandwich, big step to take the person's balance, and twist. Twist the wrist. So if I'm the attacker, you just grab right on top of my hand, made a hand sandwich, and then twist it like this. And I'll have to take a sit back. Now, if when I grab that wrist, I make a big high arc like this, like a rainbow, when I'm trying to twist the wrist, then the only thing that happens to the attacker is this. And they say, thank you for exercising my elbow. Okay, so instead, you grab, keep it low, like as low as your belt level. Okay, so what's going to happen is this. Okay, so don't be nice. If you're nice, then you're not being as assertive as you should be, and you're not keeping good enough boundaries. And you're leaving yourself open for an attack. Be benevolent, okay? Be kind, be respectful, be polite, but don't be nice. I challenge you to figure that out, okay? Mom, Sensei says don't be nice. What does that mean? You tell me all the time I need to be nice. What does that mean? Don't be nice. Okay, it's like when you let a person in your neighborhood borrow your toys, and every time you give it to them, they break it somehow. Or it's returned to you nasty looking and dirty. They left it outside. And every other week they're saying, hey, can I borrow your new toy? And you're trying to be nice. You're like, okay, sure. So you give it to them, and they bring it back, it's dirty and it's nasty. How many times are you going to do that before you feel like you're being taken advantage of? And not treated respectfully yourself. So in that situation, that would be a good opportunity for you to say, you know what, I got to stop being so nice. Next time my neighbor says, can I play with your toy? Can I take your toy home? No, I'm sorry, little Johnny. Every time you've done that before, you've returned it either broken or dirty, and I'm sorry, but I can't trust you with that. You're happy to play with it here with me. That way I can keep an eye on it. You wanna? Okay? I'm being kind, benevolent, and respectful and polite. But I'm not being nice. Okay? All right. So all that's to say, don't let the elbow bend, keep it low so that the person feels the twist in their wrist. Okay? Now, if you're a little more advanced, as soon as that punch comes in and you're off the line, okay, you turn a full 90 degrees. So you can see, hopefully, maybe I'll get some light colored tape here. This is the X and Y axis. And so if you're just a beginner, all we're doing is getting off that line. Okay? But if you're more advanced, here comes the punch. I get off the line, okay? And I move laterally this way 90 degrees, and I take that person's punch with me. Okay, if it's this way, watch. They're punching at me, I get off the line, and I take the punch with me this way, keeping it in front of my center. If they're let off balance here, I can attempt to make them stop. And then I can move this way to do the throw. Okay? So that's Ski Kotegaishi. The next one is Shomenuchi Irimi Nage. Okay, this is very ninja. So let's start right foot forward, right arm forward. This is the arm, this is the hand I throw the smoke with. Okay, poof. Okay, he has to throw his hand up, and as he does that, I step behind and grab the collar and pull him into me all the way. Okay, and you can see my hami is now exactly like his is, and I'm looking directly in his direction. Here he is right here. I'm supporting his weight now because I have not been nice, I've been assertive, and I pulled that collar right into me. His body comes here, his head's right here. So my arm can come right under his chin, like a big rainbow. My hips turn, and I step through him. Left side. Okay, left hand through smoke, poof. Disappear behind, grab the collar, pull him in. Arm under the chin, turn, 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 turn. By this point, the uke is like this. Because you're doing this with his chin. Okay? And now you just step through it. Bam. Okay? And the finish is here. A common error is that people do not step, they just do this. Okay? Looks like this. Here. When you throw, you go like this. When you're supposed to step. And the reason why you step, you guys, is because the hips have to turn. Okay? Hips are turning. That's where this massive power comes from. Not from this little shoulder muscle that you're going to need surgery on when you get 50. Okay? It's the hips. The hips are turning. Bam! That's how that works. And that's why you have to take a step forward. Shomenuchi Irimi Nage. 1, 2, 3. Shomenuchi Irimi Nage. 1, pull in, 2, 3. All right. And lastly, katate dori shippo nage. Okay. We've been kind of introducing this a little bit. So here's my x-axis. I'm offering this wrist, okay, and it gets grabbed. If it's the left hand, being the left wrist, you're the attacker, you grab with your right side. Okay. So I'm putting this Joe here in front of me to show you guys that when I move here, I'm going from left hami to right hami, and I step from one axis to the other. Left foot forward, right foot forward. But I leave my wrist here. Okay? I don't wind it up, I don't move it like this, I don't go like this, and then that way. I keep it right here. The reason is because I'm doing a kokyu movement with my hand here, okay? Which makes his hand do this. I'm grabbing tightly, like this, so that when I grab him, his wrist is already starting to be twisted. Okay, so here, grab, step forward like you're raising a sword, turn, Hold on tight, keep it in front of you. Slide forward with this foot. Once again, right hand forward, right foot forward. Step off the line 90 degrees. Left hand forward, right hand forward. Grab the person's wrist. Step forward with the left foot. Raise your sword. Pivot, keep it in front of you. The right foot is forward. Throw and hold on to the person's wrist as they go down. Okay? Same side again. Right hand forward, left hand forward, left foot forward. Step off the line with your front foot. Now you've got the right foot forward and the left hand forward. Poke you. There's that wrist exposed nicely. Step forward with the back foot there. Now you got your left foot forward, you're raising the sword, and you're raising their wrist above you. Here's their arm right here. Pivot, keep their hand in front of you, in front of your forehead. Right foot forward, right hand forward, throw. Okay. Right hand forward, right foot forward. Off the line, right hand forward, left foot forward. Grab with the left hand. You're grabbing the person's wrist. Step forward, up, pivot, throw. Okay, right hand forward, right foot forward. Step off the line. Now I have my left foot forward, right hand forward. Grab the person's wrist. Step forward with your right leg, pivot, throw. Okay, that's omote waza. Okay, shomen, katate yori, shibo nage, omote waza. Omote because I step across and in front. Now, ura waza. Okay, here's the point. I'm turning around, toe to toe. Okay, here's the person's big toe right here. Okay, my big toe to their big toe. Poke you again. Grab that wrist again. Okay, here it is. Pivot around that spot. Katate yori shibo nage. Left foot, left arm. He's grabbing you with his right arm. Okay, here's the point I'm going to rotate around. Toe to toe, grab the wrist. 180. Keep turning. Okay. Now, by this point, here's the arm, right? I'm turning it with me, and I'm throwing this. So, here. Right foot, right hand. Step off the line, toe to toe, poke you, thumb towards the belly, and grab that wrist. This foot's going to go around behind me 180 degrees, and I raise the sword. Pivot, throw. Left foot forward, left hand forward. Toes off the line, step off the line, poke you, thumb towards the belly. Grab the wrist. Back foot swings around, raise the sword. Keep pivoting. Throw. Right foot forward, right hand forward. Step off the line, toe to toe. Poke you. Expose the person's wrist, grab it. My back foot comes around 180. I raise the sword. It stays in front of my forehead, never back here. Throw. Grab all the way around 180. Throw. So that's shibo nage ura waza. Omote waza across and in front. Ura waza turning. All right? So those are the orange belt techniques. Kaino hento, orote rori kokuho, shonuchi ikkyo, omote waza, and ura waza. Then ski, kote gaishi, kote, wrist, gaishi, turn. Ski, punch. Kote, wrist, gaishi, turn. Okay, it's a wrist twist. Grab on top, hand sandwich, twist, person does a sit ball, take ball down. Okay? Iri nage, pull him into you, up under the chin and step forward. Get out of the way, grab the collar, under the chin, as your hips turn. Katate rori shihonage. Katate rori shihonage, omote waza. Katate rori shihonage, ura waza. Katate rori shihonage, ura waza. 180. Throw. Okay. And lastly, Suwari waza, okidosa. So you're sitting in seiza. Seiza. That means your feet are flat and your toes are crossed slightly. Okay? Try not to do this too much. And definitely don't do it like this. So, you're offering your hands like you're holding a big watermelon. Boom, strongly. Not down here like halfway because you're tired. Okay? There's that fire hose coming out of your fingers again. Okay? Key. You're holding that big ball of energy. Rotate it. Your thumbs come towards you. Okay, but you're not raising your hands. Rotate it. Once you do that, if you're doing it correctly, and maybe if you're just pushing with your wrists a little bit into their hands, their elbows will go up. Okay? And once their elbows go up, I'm going to cut over top of their wrist on this one and into their chest with this one and take their balance. So what that'll look like is this. They're grabbing tight, ooh, their elbows go up. This one comes over top of the wrist. This one's pushing right into me. So my balance gets taken, I hold on the whole time, and I fall down on my back. Okay? And I'm still holding on. That's the uke. Okay? For me, if I'm the thrower, okay, this one goes over the top, this one goes in. As they start to fall, I step forward, shiko walking, knee in the armpit, and pin down into their wrists. Don't fall over on top of them though. Keep your balance. Okay, I'll show it to you from behind here. Suwari waza kokidosa. Offer, rotate, take the balance, step forward, knee in the armpit, pin. Okay? So, orange belt. If you know that you are coming up on orange belt, I would suggest that you take some time, review these techniques, and then do a short video where you're demonstrating all of them, your very best, okay? And I don't care if you have a video of me going while you're doing that test, all right? I want you to have a visual cue so you can remember what to do. Okay, and then I want to see you do it the best you can. And orange belt is definitely a beginning level, and so please don't stress out about it too much. I just want everyone to be training on their own, taking that initiative and finding at least one other time during the week that you can train. Okay? So, owarimasu. That means let's end. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you guys very much. All right. Well,